Welcome back. No doubt by now you've seen Vocoflex demonstrated here, there, and everywhere. And I would have been the same too, but when Dream Tonics gave us unlimited voices, I lost my voice, my one voice. I've been sick the past 2 weeks and I'm only just recovering. Anyway, it's actually proven to be kind of useful, and not me losing my voice, but Vocoflex arriving at this time, and I'll show you why. I started with our friend Suno AI and generated this fun tune. So you can export stems as well, so you get a vocal stem and an instrumental. And now I can tell you right now, this is not giving us the multi-tracks because there are no multi-tracks. When you listen to the track on its own, you can hear remnants of the voice. And of course, the voice, when you play it on its own, sounds artifact-ish.
We'd gather after school down in Mr. Green's basement.
So the first thing I do is export this to our friend Synthesizer V. And here in Synthesizer V, I load up the backing track and the vocal, and then extract the MIDI from the vocal, type in the lyrics correctly, and then export it back into Cubase. Okay, I've imported the Synth V Saros vocal, and let's just remind ourselves, let's mute this, let's just remind ourselves what the extracted Suno voice is like.
We'd gather after school.
Okay, and let's hear Saros.
We'd gather after school.
Let's play it with the backing track, and I'll swap between the two.
We'd gather after school
Down in Mr. Green's basement.
Secrets told and stolen booze.
Life was a vacation.
That's brought some clarity to the vocal and will definitely make the Vocoflex version track better. I've actually already put some compression on. I'm going to add Vocoflex, and I'm going to replace Saros with me. And this is actually my flu voice, believe it or not. We should hear a difference there as well. Ready?
We'd gather after school down in Mr. Green's basement.
Secrets told in stolen booze. Life was a vacation.
First taste of love, sweet kiss. Holding hands and hearts racing.
Good tunes play on repeat in the glow of black light.
Simple times of the simple times. We were cool without a clue.
Laughing loud and feeling fine in Mr. Green's basement with you.
It definitely sounds more like me than Saros does, so that's kind of fun. And you know, when you're illustrating demos and things, especially if it's for yourself, it's actually a really handy tool because I can try all sorts of things out, especially if I'm using stuff from Suno or wherever. Say it's a female vocal and I want to hear it in my voice. This will do it. I mean, that's kind of amazing, really. I'm going to change to MP choices. That'll be me. So I've got 5 different versions of my voice that I did. And let's just have a quick listen here.
We'd gather after school down in Mr. Green's basement. Secrets told in stolen booze. Life was a vacation. First taste of love, sweet kiss. Holding hands and hearts racing. Good tunes play on repeat.
So you can hear they're all of a family and they're all slightly different and they were all recorded in different ways. I'm going to delete some of them. So now I just have 2 left. One's called Do Re Mi and the other one's called Read. And there's a reason for that. So sometime earlier, I recorded me doing Do Re Mi's.
So, la, ti.
And then me just doing a read, trying to be dynamic.
Must not be used to replicate a specific human voice without authorization.
Somehow I thought they'd make completely different kind of voice sounds because one's got pitch going over an octave and the other one bounces around over 3 or 4 notes. So let's see if there is any difference. So start with the Do Re Mi voice.
We'd gather after school down in Mr. Green's basement. Secrets told in stolen booze. Life was a vacation.
So the clean read is definitely cleaner, obviously, because when you're speaking, you don't possibly use as much airflow as you do when you're singing. But here's an interesting thing. If you use your middle mouse button, you can resize the blending device. What should we call this? The widget. Okay. And if I start at one end and go to the other, you should be able to hear a difference in the tone as it moves along.
First taste of love, sweet kiss. Hold your hands and hearts racing. Good tunes play on repeat in the glow of backlight.
Quite distinctive, right? Let's see what it's like on the read one.
Simple times are the simple times we were cool without a clue.
So that one doesn't change hardly at all, which is not surprising because that was the speaking one. So what I have here is 12 versions of the same thing ultimately. And positioning this doesn't really matter here, but this one, it does matter. Listen again from the ending here, the difference in the timbre. You can hear that it's a format filter for sure.
We'd gather after school down in Mr. Green's basement. Secrets told in stolen booze, life was a vacation. First taste of love's sweet kiss, hold your hands and hearts racing. Good tunes play on repeat in the glow of backlight.
So they're effectively all slight variances, again, taken from the sampling of the different notes that I sang in the do, re, mi. And where this little widget is really makes a big difference in the tonal quality. And when you stretch it away, I suppose it's basically giving you a blend of all of them. So it's making a composite of your voice. But in this case, I could actually sort of go between these sort of two ranges here and actually use that as like an expression thing almost. Try it.
We'd gather after school down in Mr. Green's basement. Secrets told in stolen booze, life was a vacation. First taste of love's sweet kiss, hold your hands and hearts racing. Good tunes play on repeat in the glow of backlight.
And of course, the best thing is if I want to try this out in a female voice, I can just load one of those up. I have here delicate, and I'll shift the octave up 12, and away we go.
We'd gather after school down in Mr. Green's basement. Secrets told in stolen booze, life was a vacation. First taste of love's sweet kiss, hold your hands and hearts racing. Good tunes play on repeat in the glow of backlight. Simple times are the simple times we were cool without a clue. Laughing loud and feeling fine in Mr. Green's basement with you.
I've been using it for the past couple of weeks to recreate some demos. So I sang this with my full-on flute voice. And it sounds like...
We'd gather after school down in Mr. Green's basement.
Okay, and if I put Vocoflex on, let's see which one we have here. Okay, this is also a flute voice, but it's a softer version of my voice, so let's have a listen.
We'd gather after school down in Mr. Green's basement.
Now, the thing I wasn't expecting was it actually has cleaned up my voice, right? Because Vocoflex doesn't like things like vocal fry and kind of really raspy voices. It likes a really clean signal to work from. But my flute voice, like the original recording I made of this, which is here.
Secrets told in stolen booze, life was a vacation.
Between the overcompression and the very much has a cold performance of that, it's surprising that this Vocoflex will actually clean that up.
Secrets told in stolen booze, life was a vacation.
It has a little bit of weirdness there as it gets into the really raspy parts, but it sounds pretty good on the as it gets a little higher in register.
Simple times, oh the simple times, we were cool without a clue. Laughing loud and feeling fine in Mr. Green's basement with you.
Yeah, not bad. Let's hear that together with the music.
Simple times, oh the simple times, we were cool without a clue. Laughing loud and feeling fine in Mr. Green's basement with you.
And then what's this one like?
Simple times, oh the simple times, we were cool without a clue.
This is actually a really old recording of my singing. Again, in that kind of voice, in that singing register, same sort of key and all the rest of it. So it does sound better, and it's definitely cleaner. This voice was captured with effects on it like EQ and a bit of enhancement and stuff. So that really becomes part of the voice too. So that's something to bear in mind, because if you want a more finished sounding vocal, more detail and clarity and all the rest of it, then it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of that stuff going on. So here's a weird one. What if I decided to play in some trumpets? And then use that as a voice to analyze. Well, let's have a listen.
We'd gather after school down in Mr. Green's basement.
Kind of what you expect, isn't it? So I thought I would take it a little bit further, and I added it to a guitar part to see if this could, morph from a guitar, a nice clean guitar, to a sort of trumpety sound. So it's definitely doing the morph, but a guitar is not a trumpet, The shape of its envelope is completely different, and the way you play it, and, well, everything about it is different, even if the timbre is similar. You could definitely use it for something, but, clearly we have trumpet samples that do a great job, so it's kind of pointless. I thought it'd be fun to see how far the actual technology can go. The elephant in the room, of course, is the process that you have to go through by which to get this plugin. Not everybody is aware of the fact that they have this KYC requirement, which is kind of like if you're trying to get a crypto account in a foreign country or something like that. You have to provide, like selfie with a passport or driver's license or whatever other ID in order to get the download. Even this is after you've paid for it. So you pay for the plugin, and then they have to vet you to make sure that you are who you say you are. And once they decide that's okay, they release the plugin to you. I hope you got something out of this, and I'll see you soon.
Simple times, oh the simple times, we were cool without a clue.